name is Amanda Ward, and I'm here at the Bulldog Review. This month's Bulldog Review is a special edition. Our telecommunications class produced an award-winning video dealing with the serious issue of AIDS. This high school video competition, sponsored locally by PBS station WNEO-WEAO, channels 4549, chose Green High School's entry to represent the northeast area of Ohio. The entry has been sent on to national judging. The competition, entitled America in the Age of AIDS, encourages teenagers to become more educated concerning the facts about AIDS. AIDS is a subject that many people either avoid, are uninformed about, or are simply confused or even unconcerned about. This production should help separate fact from myth. Although AIDS has not become a known problem in our community, forewarned is forearmed. Let's listen to some of the students' responses when asked about AIDS.
Do you know what AIDS stands for? No?
Yeah, but I forget what it means.
Immune? No. Yeah. No, I don't really.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I do. I don't.
Acquired immune deficiency syndrome, I believe.
Do you think the students in this school learn enough about AIDS?
No.
What could be done to further their knowledge?
More teaching about it in health class.
Do you think the students in this school learn enough about AIDS?
No, they should learn more.
What do you think could be done to teach them?
More assemblies on AIDS.
Do you think the students in this school learn enough about AIDS?
No.
What could be done to teach them?
I don't know, they could hand out more information on it, I guess.
Would you be afraid to be in a school with somebody who had AIDS?
No, because the only way you can get it is through kissing or sexual intercourse.
Probably. I don't know. No. Maybe. Yes, I would.
As some of you know, the making of a 30-second commercial could take days, even weeks to complete. From the script writing, to the shooting, to the final editing. Now let's take a look behind the scenes at the making of our video about AIDS, entitled Class Clown. Class Clown was conceived and produced by Senior Larry Morris with production assistance and editing by Jeff Weil. In any production, along with the writing of the script, shooting locations had to be chosen, equipment such as lighting, sound, and cameras had to be decided upon, and costuming, makeup, and rehearsals of lines and actions are all a part of the production. Thanks to the generous assistance of Dr. Glenn East and the Altman Ambulatory Unit, students set up the hospital scene complete with IV units, surgical gloves, and jackets. As you can see, productions are often not shot in sequence due to weather, scheduling, and other factors. Teamwork is essential to make a production work. Just because a person isn't seen operating a camera doesn't mean they aren't necessary. Adding the original soundtrack and mixing it in with the voiceover narrative, plus addition of computer-generated images for titles, credits, and graphics, efforts all come together in the final editing. The editor can make or break a production if he or she does not have a good sense of timing, movement, and visual continuity. Let's take a look now at a production of the serious issue of AIDS, Class Clown.
I'll bet you're the class clown, aren't you? And I'll bet you're one of those people who try anything once, right? To you, life's just one big joke. Well, let me introduce you to the first four-letter word that won't make anybody laugh. That's right, AIDS. Acquired Immune Deficiency Syndrome. You're probably one of those people who thinks you can get AIDS from handshakes, hugs, or kisses, drinking fountains, bathrooms, or swimming pools. And you probably think you can get it from someone's cough or sneeze, or from donating blood, or even being around someone who has AIDS, right? Wrong. Oh, so now you're thinking AIDS is something the average teenager doesn't need to be concerned about, right? Most teenagers today don't know the facts about AIDS. Did you know AIDS is actually contracted as a result of risky lifestyles that include promiscuous sex and the sharing of needles with drug addicts that have the HIV virus? But the most dreadful fact of all concerning AIDS is that there is no cure. Currently, 1.5 million Americans are infected with the AIDS virus. By the year 1993, 365,000 more will probably have developed AIDS. And of that number, 260,000 will probably have died. No, teenagers are not excluded from the threat of AIDS. But this doesn't have to happen to you. Get the facts. AIDS. If you think it's something to clown around about, you are dead wrong.
We hope you found this program both interesting and informative. Thank you for joining us on this month's edition of the Bulldog Review. I'm Amanda Ward.
Hi, and welcome to this month's edition of Bulldog Review.
I'm Tracy.
And I'm Larry.
Stay with us as we introduce segments of improving your chance of success
Seeing a great 1930s musical made,
and the 50th anniversary of a student journalistic program. Mentorship. What does that word mean to you?
well, for some students here at Green High, it means a chance at really experiencing the challenge of being in today's workforce.
Success after high school is important to students. This program enables them to prepare for the future, and it probably makes for a good reference on a resume.
Let's go to Chris Kerr interviewing Miss Connie Leonard, the coordinator of the mentorship program, and Rob Pukak interviewing John Goldsberry, principal and coordinator for the high school.
One of those ideas is networking. You've met someone now in a career that is something that you're interested in. So I hope it's someone that you might stay in touch with as you have questions along the way in the future, or if you need a recommendation for something that would be a good person to go to. Some career advice might be of help to you.
The Career Mentorship Program, in its second year here at Green High School, attracted many students to participate and work in the fields that they are interested in. Fields such as communications, police work, and nursing were just a few of the programs that students selected from a wide range of careers. Bonnie Farrell, a junior at Green High, was recently involved with the Career Mentorship Program. She was mentoring with Mr. Ted Mallow, who is an accounts attorney at Akron University. Here Bonnie tells of her experiences.
Super speaker, because you always are going to be making speeches in one way or the other, or you have to also know how to think fast on your feet, because if you're in court,
This is Terry Baker, and she's here doing her mentorship program with George Johnson of TV 23. Terry, do you plan to go into broadcasting as a career?
Yeah, I'm graduating this year, and next year I plan to go in the fall to Kent State for communications and pursue my career.
How do you feel that the mentorship program has helped you?
Well, before this, I never ever seen a radio or TV station before, and I got to see what it was like when they put it on and how they produced it and stuff, and so I got to see what it looks like behind the scenes.
I'm here with Lisa Steele, who also participated in the program with Terry Baker. Lisa, do you plan to go to college for broadcasting?
No, thanks to the career mentorship program, I decided that this field isn't for me. I think I'm going to head more towards education field now.
What do you feel was your most memorable experience here with the mentorship program?
Well, being involved with Joyce, who's a reporter, we got to go out on stories with her. And one story, we went to a murder site, and we had to go to the coroner's office, and the coroner opened the door, and we saw a dead body.
I also interviewed Joyce Johnson and asked her what advice she'd give to students who plan to go into the communications field.
I would advise any student who is even considering going into this field to first of all get some hands-on experience and actually see what it's like in this field, because a lot of people that come in here and do an internship or a mentorship decide it's something that they're not interested in doing. So I would say get a good education and learn what it is that you're interested in doing.
Do you feel that being a woman, it is more difficult for you to be a broadcaster?
I think it's difficult. There are 52% of all women now enrolled in journalism schools, yet in top management positions there are only 3%. So it's still a very difficult climb for women, and it's going to be a long time before our levels are good at the top management spots.
Kevin McIntyre, also a student here at Green High, chose an unusual field to be involved in. He chose the field of law enforcement. With mentor, Deputy Andrews, Kevin experienced many unusual situations. He recalls a car accident in which a Porsche flipped over several times. He was shown in the Beacon Journal helping the wounded driver. Here, Kevin and Deputy Andrews are called to the scene of an accident. Mr. Goldsberry has also gotten involved with the career mentorship program.
Coming in, but certainly we know that you'll know a lot more when you leave after tonight. This will be the first of 3 seminars that you'll attend as part of the Career Mentorship Program, which is in its second year at Green High School. Last year we were able to conduct the program about mid-year for about 18 students, and the feedback we got was very good. I hope that you find this a good experience for yourself.
Let's go now to Rob Pukek's interview with Mr. John Goldsberry.
How do you find the mentors for these careers?
Mrs. Leonard, the Gifted and Talent Coordinator for the Green Schools, is the person who has spent most of the time working on the mentor situation, lining those up. She goes out into the community and knocks on doors, basically, uses contacts to make telephone calls, and again tries to match up those people with an appropriate mentor in their field of interest.
How many students participate in the program?
We have had, we're running our 3rd session this year. We can accommodate anywhere from 12 to 18 students per session. So this year we've accommodated right around 40 to 45 students. Last year we were able to accommodate 2 sessions and about 18 students.
As Mr. Goldsberry had mentioned, Mrs. Connie Leonard is a coordinator of the Career Mentorship Program. Let's go now to Chris Kerr and find out just how students are selected for this program.
Well, in the fall, I come to the high school and I introduce the program to the 11th and 12th grade English classes to tell all of those students about the program. And after they've had the introduction, then they can have the choice of becoming involved if they'd like to.
Would you explain in your own words what the mentorship program involves?
When students apply for the mentorship program, if they're accepted into it, then they're assigned to either the fall, winter, or spring session. They have a choice in which of these sessions they'd like to participate in. And then they have an obligation of 30 hours as part of the program. 18 of these hours are spent with the mentor in the community at his or her place of work. And then the remainder of the hours are made up by attending 3 seminars that we provide here at the high school, working on a journal, which is part of their responsibility, and writing a composite report.
The first yearbook of Green High was in 1939. Teacher advisor Miss Gaulian Malin and her desire for originality tagged the 1939 yearbook issue The Infant of the Aged. Modernization has been the key to success for all the Highlights staff.
This year will mark the 50th anniversary of the yearbook. A teacher advisor, Miss Felice Troutman, and her terrific Highlights staff will make this issue of the yearbook called Take a Peek, one of its best. Jeff McGraw asks, what is put into making one of these yearbooks?
Hi, I'm Jeff McGraw, and I'm here with Mrs. Troutman today to discuss what exactly goes into the Green High School yearbook. Mrs. Troutman, this is the 50th anniversary of the yearbook. Have you decided to change the look of it any?
The yearbook has changed greatly this year. We decided that we were going to go to a larger size format, so some people will notice that the book is larger in scope. The layouts and everything in it are up there with designs that we've seen in magazines that we've liked. We've used those. Also, we've added some other special things to it in the written text that people have not seen before. So the whole look of the book has changed greatly.
We know that it's kind of expensive for each student to buy a yearbook, but exactly how much money does go into producing the yearbook?
The students don't realize at this point how much it costs to produce the book. We order 650 copies, and that totals approximately $16,000 to produce it.
Well, exactly what do the students learn by putting the book together?
Well, one important thing is that they learn to work together for one reason. They develop a theme, which we try and show throughout the book. Also, they learn about graphics, how magazines and newspapers arrange their copy and their photographs to be most effective for one to look at.
The yearbook staff believes that this is one of the best yearbooks to come out of Green in a long time. But making a yearbook involves more than just writing stories. Candid pictures taken by students show the lifestyles around school. Students develop and print these pictures themselves, as you can see. Congratulations to the 1988-89 Highlight staff for what seems to be a very promising yearbook.
The Green High Drama Club is still on a roll. After last year's highly successful performance of Dracula and O Cool Yule, they're putting together another new play.
That's what I heard. The play will be West Side Story, sort of a satire from the romantic story in the late 1500s, Romeo and Juliet.
What you will see next might be called a two-part segment. There are some behind-the-scenes shots of West Side Story.
And Chris Kerr asking the students of Green High School if, in fact, they are going to the play.
Maria? Maria? Maria!
Quiet.
Come down.
No.
Maria!
Please, it could not.
He's at the dance. Come down.
The Green High Drama class has been working hard since their last play, A Cool Yule, opened before Christmas. This production, West Side Story, includes one of the biggest casts ever assembled for a play here at Green, and will also include singing, dancing, and music, all done by Green High School students. Kim Gefford helped tremendously with the choreography for this play.
And then on 8 is when you see each other, okay? And that's when everything begins. Terry, you walk over, you look this way like this, you're walking over to your group. Like, you know, yeah, yeah. Okay, and Denise, you're going to do the same thing at the same time. You got that looking okay?
Now let's go to Amanda Warren interviewing Mr. Scott Banham, teacher and advisor of the new drama club.
Hi, my name is Amanda Warren, and I'm here today with Scott Banham, the director of the Green High Drama Club. Mr. Banham, could you please give us some of the history of the Green High Drama Club?
Why, sure, Amanda. The history of the club, as far as I'm concerned, of course, goes back now about 2 years. Before that, we had a program that was sort of dead due to lack of student interest and I guess maybe teachers that wanted to get involved in the program. But we started back a strong program last year, and of course, as you recall, we put together a production of Dracula last spring, and now this year we're adding to that with the full musical production of West Side Story.
Why did you choose to do such a difficult production, such as West Side?
Well, I like to challenge the students, and I guess challenge myself. As we tape this a couple weeks before the production, I've asked myself that question several times, but it is a show that a lot of high schools back away from because it is difficult, especially in the singing and dancing, but I feel that we have the talent here at the school to pull it off.
Considering that schools such as Lake and Hudson gather so many people together, thousands, and most of them are students, how do you feel that we can publicize this to get all of the community aware of it?
Well, we have a number of publicity plans as far as this production goes. We have posters which will be coming out next week. We're going to be doing some newspaper advertising. We're also making through the help of you folks, we're doing a video commercial which is going to air on Mark's cable, as well as we're trying to get patrons from local businesses and so forth, which will also help not only to publicize the production, but to give us some financial support also.
Okay, thank you very much for your time.
My pleasure.
Okay. This has been Amanda Warren with the Bulldog Review.
Are you going to go see the musical West Side Story?
No.
And may I ask why?
Well, I believe that show is a little bit too intellectual for my philosophies. You know, I'm not much on that kind of stuff. Nah.
If your friends were going, would you go?
Well, it depends on what friends. Well, yeah, I'd go.
I'm really looking forward to it. You know, I think it's going to be a good thing, and I've been encouraging my students to go and see the performance.
Yes, I am.
Who are you going to take?
My girlfriend.
That's sweet. Do you know what West Side Story's about?
No.
Not at all? But you're going to go watch it, though?
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Thanks.
Are you going to see the musical West Side Story?
If I can, I'll try, yeah.
Do you know what the story's about?
No, not really.
So, not knowing what it's about, does that kind of hurt your looking forward to go see it?
Well, not necessarily, because I really want to know what it's about. I know mostly that it's pretty much has to do with gangs and stuff, I guess.
If a bunch of your friends were going, would you be sure to go?
It really depends. Like, I don't know, if there was something going on, you know, if it was good enough, I probably would.
Are you going to see a musical West Side Story?
I'm not too big on musicals. Not my type.
I'm not sure yet, maybe.
If a bunch of your friends were going to see it, would that influence your decision to go?
I think it would influence my decision, Chris.
Probably.
Do you know what the play is basically about?
Well, I know I think it's a bunch of singers and dancing, but I'm not really into that sort of stuff.
Well, I know it's a musical, but I'm really not sure what it's about.
Thank you for joining us during this month's Bulldog Review.
Just outside. And I feel like I'm finally seeing the light.
edition of the Bulldog Review.
This is our final edition for the 1989 school year.
I hope you enjoy it.
Bye.
So what are you going to do this summer?
Well, I'm gonna work and go to Myrtle Beach and try and have a lot of fun and stay out of trouble.
I wonder what other seniors are going to do this summer.
Well, let's go to Rob Pucack and find out.
What has been your most memorable experience here at Green High?
Probably all the times I've been suspended. I get suspended for all kinds of stupid stuff, so probably that. It's probably raised most of the attention towards the school with me.
Well, I think I'd have to be when I went to New York City over spring break this year. That was a real lot of fun.
Just my freshman year in general. Just everything went wrong.
This one time when I was a freshman, I'm sure you guys remember Stacy Briggs, and she was running down the hallway, and she really, really had this huge crush on Steve Sowell. And she was running down the hallway to catch her bus, and she fell right in front of him, and her books just went everywhere. And I almost, never mind, but it was really funny.
My most memorable experience is my freshman year when about 16 girls got together and did the Super Bowl shuffle at a pep assembly.
Well, probably in the mornings, every time we park, Mr. Gorley tells us to move our car because he wants the parking lot perfect. So if we park crooked, we got to move it.
Do you have any career plans after high school?
I'm going to join Ford Asset and become a certified mechanic.
Plan to go to Akron U, major in business, and that's about it.
I'm going to go to Akron U, and I'm going to major in elementary ed and special education.
I'm going to go to Akron U and study computer science.
Probably going in the service, the Air Force, or the Army. For sure, I'm going in one of them. I haven't decided which one yet. So.
I plan to do portraits for people. I want to be an artist.
I plan to go to Akron U and study in engineering and work most of the time.
What do you plan to do over the summer?
Party.
Okay.
I'm going to work construction with my dad.
Okay.
Work. That's about it. Work, save me, get me a new car.
Yeah, I'm going to go to Virginia to visit my cousins, and I'm going to North Carolina to visit my uncle.
Party, have fun, work, everything.
I'm going to work a lot, and I'm going on a cruise.
I plan to hopefully find a job somewhere and make a lot of money for college.
Each year, the members of the SAD chapter Green High hold activities to try to make the students more aware of the dangers of drinking and driving. This year, the students held a mock killing, whereas they killed off a student every 23 minutes as a symbol of how often someone is killed by a drunk driver. These students killed were not allowed to speak or be spoken to for the day, and at the end of the day, an assembly was held, whereas the students were introduced to the rest of the student body.
Over the course of the day, the Grim Reaper walked all the way around the school and marked off 18 total students as being dead. Also supplied with the killings was a story of how the student had died and when they had died. The Reaper marked off those being killed by placing a black band around their arm or their wrist. Each student that was killed also received a tombstone with their name on it.
Just think about it. I wish you guys could get the feeling that I got when they stuck me on that stretcher thing. They put like a sheet on me, and I felt like I was really dead. And I was thinking, what if I really was? It'd just be terrible. And just to know that feeling, it's really awful. And like an accident like that happens, you're dead, your life's over, and you don't get a second chance. So everybody, please think about it. Don't drink and drive.
I've been riding with some police departments around the areas for the last couple weekends, and 2 weekends ago we had a fatality accident, and I saw the body and everything, and it really didn't dawn on me, you know, what it meant or anything about that much, but when I saw Terry laying there in the stretcher and everything, I saw the ambulance going away. It looked just like what I saw the day before, or the week before. And it just gives you a real bad feeling in your stomach to think that, that easy, it could be one of your friends. And you just really don't think about it until it could happen to you. And I'd like to say, please don't drink and drive. So it's not you, and that I wouldn't, because I'm planning on going into law enforcement, and if I would happen to come up and see one of my friends, I don't know what I would do. Thanks.
Now let's take you to a drinking and driving public service announcement, produced entirely by the Green High Telecom students.
This song is going out to all you high school seniors getting ready for that big prom tonight. And for the latest weather, it's cool right now, but it's going to be hot tonight. So you guys and gals in those fancy threads, don't let the heat get to you. And remember, kids, let's keep those memories alive. Don't drink and drive.
563 Summit. Go ahead, 563. Be advised, we've got a code 416, one female DOA. Please notify the coroner's office the driver was under the influence and is en route to City Hospital for minor injuries. That's clear, 2120.
The Green High Telecom class would like to give a special thanks to the Summit County Sheriff's Department, the Green Township Fire Department, and Miller's Towing for their participation in this public service announcement.
Well, Larry, soon we'll be receiving our diplomas here at E.J. Thomas Hall.
Yes, and for graduation procedures, there should be no mistakes.
Yes, but in our first year of telecom class, we have made many mistakes, also known as outtakes.
Let's go now to see how bad these really were.
Hi, this is Rob Shebeck. I'm here with Mr. Goldberg, the principal of Green High. And we're He's sitting there cracking up. I can see it.
Hi, I'm Amanda Warren with the BulldogReview. Today we're here with Joyce Johnson of Channel 23 News. Also, we have two students from Green High School, Terry Baker and Lisa Steele, who are in the mentorship program. Joyce. Oh, shoot, I'm sorry.
Jeff, turn around. Sure. You gotta fill it up. Hold on, wait. This one, I'll fix the other one. Hold on, keep doing it. Sorry, man. I, Jeff Wow. Jeff's face turned all red. Great, sucker. Go ahead. Make my day. Just starting. Yes. Yes. Wait. Do it over. Hold on.
The 112 the BulldogReview. We will present a new program the last Wednesday of each month at 5:30 p.m. now through May. Well, now let's get on with our next segment. It should be of special interest to many members of the Green High community. The theater arts are once again alive at Greenwell.
Thanks, Larry. This is Jeff Wild coming. Thanks, Larry. Okay. Thanks, Larry. This is Jeff Wild. I'm sitting next to Mr. Banham in his 8th period drama class.
Somebody write it out in German.
Yeah, do some cue cards or something. We were supposed to have this. Thanks, Larry. This is Jeff Wild. Today I'm sitting here with Mr. Banham in his 8th period drama class. Study hall.
Hi, I'm Tracy
Introduce your desk coach.
And I'm Larry Morris.
Hi, I'm Larry Moore.
Hold the camera still. Sorry. It's a habit of mine. I gotta break it. Oh, God! I know it rings, don't it?
Hi, I'm Chris Kurtz, BulldogReview. Today I'm interviewing. Stop it! Jeff.
Jason.
Hi, I'm Chris Kerr. God darn it.
72.7, 72.73.
Swing around your back.
I can't, I'm not allowed to look.
Hi, Rob.
This is like with the test about the phone. With what we do with like 35 millimeters just to get a better angle. There we go. How much something I get? Robert discussing the How about that?
Merry Christmas, Amanda.
We're gonna edit this thing so bad. Come on, do it. Right away.
Merry Christmas, Amanda.
Thanks. You didn't have to get me anything.
I didn't. I borrowed it from the store.
Who did? Quit doing that, Jeff.
We hope you've enjoyed the premiere edition of the Bulldog Review.
And we hope you'll enjoy us.
When you meet us next month at our place or our bed, we'll be showing you the various aspects.
Deep breathing or something? Hurry up. Deep breathing.
Thanks for joining us for the last edition of the 88-89 Bulldog Review. We'd like to give a special thanks to all the students and teachers who helped make our productions a success.